Welcome back. So what we've done is we've drawn out the line of where y equals 120. And we're trying to figure out where it matches here. We have this point right here where when the skid mark is 120 meters long, it says that the vehicle was traveling 127.645 kilometers per hour. Now, we could use this to represent that, in fact, our driver was speeding. Okay, but we can't use it if we don't have it graphed out. So we're going to put in all of our important points here. Okay. I forgot the one here. Negative 15.847. X equals negative 15.847. There we go. There's our. All right. So this is our axis of symmetry. Okay, matches up right there. Matches up at our vertex. So everything else, we're going to label all of our other points. Okay, they're all labeled there so I can see what those points are. I have the y-axis labeled, I have the x-axis labeled, and so now I'm going to go and I'm going to snip this out, making sure that I have all relevant information in there. Don't even have the name of my graph in there. Oh no, that's fine. And then we're going to put that back into our document. I'm going to put it into document right here. I'm making mine a little bit smaller as I'm trying to fit everything into the notes. Yours can be nice and big. You can make it the entire width. You should have everything should be legible in there. You should have where your axis of symmetry is. You should have all your points labeled. You should have your equation that you've used there. Any other equations you have, any other important points that you have that are along the quadratic, they all need to be in there. Now, we're going to say here, our final answer, based on the graph. The driver was traveling at, and I'm going to have to make this a little bit bigger here. Okay. Traveling at 127.65, we don't have to choose decimal places, kilometers per hour prior to making the skid marks. Okay. He was speeding. Okay, so this can actually, and for any of you that are driving, just to let you know, this can actually make you liable for or can prosecute you, and they can use that. They do sometimes figure out who's at blame and if there is someone at fault. But they can use this graph to find that, and we did right here. We've determined that based on what we have, the information we have, this guy was speeding. Now, it may not be used to convict because there may not be enough evidence, but it can be enough evidence to prosecute you. So remember, when you're making a graph like this, make sure you know what x and y are, your domain and your range. Okay, your answer should be in a complete sentence. You need to have your graph with everything labeled on there. Okay, and I'm okay if it's just a screenshot put in. If you want to put this in underneath that, you can do all that on a Google Doc as well. If you want to write it in and then do it in two separate pieces, you can do that as well.